Hello, sports fans. Great to be back with you as we are ready for the NHL Playoffs. When I went to broadcasting school, they told me never to open up the show talking about hockey. Well, too bad. I'm opening up the show talking about hockey. The NHL is a tremendous playoff sport. If you haven't watched NHL playoff hockey, check it out. You will love it. It is intense. It is really exciting. Let's go through the matchups real quick. Let's start in the Eastern Conference. The Rangers will take on Montreal. Montreal will have home ice. Montreal swept the Rangers in the regular season 3-0. Boston will take on Ottawa. Ottawa will have home ice. Ottawa swept away Boston in the regular season 4-0. Washington will take on Toronto. Washington having home ice. Washington had another incredible regular season. Washington took that season series 2-1. And Pittsburgh will have home ice against Columbus. That season series was 2-2. Remember, huge injury for Pittsburgh. Letang out for the playoffs. That's a big injury. And Pittsburgh and Columbus should not be playing in the first round. They had tremendous records, both of them. This should not be a first-round matchup. As far as the Western Conference, Anaheim will take on Calgary. Anaheim has home ice. Anaheim took the season series 4-1. Edmonton back in the playoffs. Edmonton will have home ice against San Jose. Remember, San Jose made it all the way to the Cup Finals last year before losing to Pittsburgh. Edmonton took that season series 3-2. Minnesota will have home ice against St. Louis. This should be a very close series. St. Louis actually took the regular season 3-2. And Chicago will take on Nashville. Chicago has home ice and took the season series 4-1. When I look at it, I mean, I have to think, and I know I've said this a bunch of times, this has to be Washington's year. They have a powerhouse team. I mean, and I know they've fallen flat on their face so many times in recent years. They've never won a cup, the Capitals. They've been knocked out in the first or second round, a bunch of years in a row now. They always have a big-time team. They always crack under the pressure. This has to be the year Ovechkin and the Capitals do it. I like Washington to win the cup. I see them facing, I would go with Chicago. I never count out Chicago. I mean, they've won a couple of cups, the last decade. I think it'll be Washington, Chicago, and I think Washington will get it done this year. If Washington doesn't get it done this year, they're never going to get it done. They have a powerhouse team. I mean, I know it's different in the playoffs, as you've seen with the Capitals. A lot of pressure on them. We'll see how they respond if they fall behind in the series. If it goes to a Game 7, a lot of pressure on the Capitals. I think this is the year they get it done. I'm going to go Washington, Chicago, and I'm going to go Washington to take it all. The NHL playoffs is absolutely fabulous, and unlike basketball, the NHL, you can have upsets. In the NBA, you do not. The NHL, you can have upsets. So please, if you haven't watched the NHL playoffs, check it out. You won't be disappointed. As far as the NBA, we only have like a game left in the NBA regular season. Right now, here are the matchups for the playoffs. Remember, there's still some stuff to be determined, still a game to go. In the Western Conference, it looks like it will be Golden State against Portland. Golden State would have home court there. I can't see anyone beating Golden State. I really can't. San Antonio would have home court against Memphis. Houston would have home court against Oklahoma City. And the Clippers and Utah, they would face each other. I believe they're still fighting for home court. Houston, Oklahoma City would be a very interesting matchup. How about Westbrook, what he's done for Oklahoma City? He's been unbelievable this year. Give Westbrook credit, by the way. Give him credit when Durant ran out the door to go to Golden State, which I couldn't stand. Westbrook re-upped with Oklahoma City. I thought for sure he was going to leave. Give Westbrook credit for signing an extension and staying with Oklahoma City and playing tremendous basketball. As far as the East, the Boston Celtics look like they're going to be the top seed. I cannot believe that. I mean, Boston, what a nice job they're doing. They've overtaken the Cavaliers for top seed as the Cavaliers have fallen on hard times. So right now, it looks like Boston will have top seed and they will face Chicago as of right now, but that's not decided yet. Cleveland will be the 2. They'll face Indiana. Toronto will face Milwaukee with home court, and Washington would have home court against Atlanta. That's right now, though. This could change. There still is a game to go. But how about the Celtics? How about the job Stevens has done as coach of the Celtics? What a tremendous job by him. But like I said before, it is hard to see anyone beating Golden State. with Durant and Curry and Thompson, and the list goes on and on and on. Who's going to beat Golden State? And the best team in the NBA usually always wins. So to me, I can't see anybody beating Golden State. I mean, I can't see anyone in the West beating Golden State, and I can't see anyone in the East doing it. I mean, Cleveland had their win last year. Can't see them doing that 2 years in a row. I don't think the Celtics are ready to beat Golden State. I can't see that happening. So I will take Golden State to win it all. Hard to see anyone picking off Golden State as long as they are healthy. So that's the NBA. Like I said, there's still a game to go in the NBA, so things are still not decided there. As far as the Masters, how about Sergio Garcia? Sergio Garcia wins a playoff over Rose. What a great job by Sergio Garcia. I never thought Sergio Garcia was going to win the Masters. Sergio Garcia has been knocking on the door for so long and always comes up short. He reminds me of the Capitals. I mean, he never could get it done. You never thought he was going to get it done. I have to admit, I never thought he was going to win the Masters. Great job by Sergio Garcia winning the playoff against Rose. How about Dustin Johnson, who was playing so great coming into the tournament? He has that freak accident where he falls down the stairs, hurts himself. He couldn't even play in the Masters. But great job by Sergio Garcia. I mean, silencing the doubters. I mean, great job by him. And I was one of those doubters. I didn't think Sergio Garcia was ever going to win a major, let alone the Masters. He did it. Great job by Sergio. I watched a little Frozen 4 hockey. Congratulations to Denver. That was some exciting stuff. They win the college hockey tournament. Major League Baseball going on. We got all sorts of time for Major League Baseball. It's absolutely ridiculous how many games there are in baseball and how long the season goes on for. Do you realize the season doesn't end until like November? That's complete insanity. But you got your baseball every day. I did watch a little UFC. I watched Cormier stop Rumble Johnson in round 2 of their UFC fight. What in the world was Rumble Johnson doing? Cormier is an Olympic wrestler, and Johnson is trying to out-wrestle him. What is Johnson doing? I mean, what kind of strategy was that? So I did watch that fight. But anyway, there you go. You guys are all caught up. You guys are all set. Please, and I know I'm repeating myself, check out the NHL playoffs. If you are not a fan of hockey, if you haven't watched hockey, give it a shot. Watch one game, watch one period. Playoff hockey is tremendous. Get into it. It's a great physical sport with a lot of excitement, and there are upsets in the NHL, so please, I implore you to check it out. All right, I'll be back with you next week. We'll touch on what's going on in the NHL playoffs. By then, we'll be into the NBA playoffs as well. We'll touch on everything else going on in the sports world. You guys stay happy, healthy, and safe. Thanks as always for the support. Pick a lot of winners, make a lot of money. I'll talk to you very, very soon. Take care.